day, everyone. Our topic is about land degradation. The presenters are Johnson Marie Melanio, Marie Panerio, Daniel Beatriz Noga, Stephanie Nabos, and yours truly, Lenny Bell Galamiton. Next, please. So here are examples of land affected by degradation. So what is land degradation? It is an aggregated term that mainly refers to the worst change of land resources including soil, water, vegetation, rocks, air, climate, and geomorphology. It negatively impacts plant growth, agricultural yields, and water quality. The occurrence of landslides is also considered a form of land degradation phenomenon. Next. It is a global issue for a number of reasons, but most significantly because productive land is one of several resources where a reducing supply threatens our capacity to feed a growing world population estimated to be over 9 billion by 2050. Out of 1.5 billion hectares in the world, 375 million are seriously affected by degradation. In the Philippines, according to the Global Assessment of Land Degradation and Improvement Study, the total degraded land is estimated at 132,275 square kilometers, affecting 33 million Filipinos. Next.
So what do you think are the causes and effects of land degradation to the human population and the environment? So we have here some of the causes of land degradation. Number one is the mismanagement of forests, shifting cultivation or kaingin system, timber harvesting or logging, mining, and overgrazing and burning of grassland.
Another cause is construction project. Construction projects can improve social welfare, well-being, and quality of life. But sadly, however, construction is not an environmental friendly process by nature. Construction activities irreversibly transform valuable land such as farmland and forests into physical assets such as buildings, roads, dams, or other civil infrastructure. Habitat loss, degradation, and fragmentation are some of the most direct impact of such transformation. The replacement of natural ecosystem with the built environment also has several impacts on water resources and water quality. Some examples of construction projects are roads, dams, reservoir, irrigation, and drainage project. Next slide, please. Lastly is excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides. Excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides can contribute to, to soil acidification and soil crust, thereby reducing the content of organic matter, humus content, beneficial species, and restricting plant growth, altering the pH level of soil, growing pests, and other leading to the release of greenhouse gases. In addition to killing insects or weeds, pesticide can be toxic to a host of other organisms, including birds, fish, beneficial insects, and other non-target plants. This type of fertilizer and pesticide includes any chemical used to control unwanted herbaceous plant, woody plants, insect, or any chemical with biocidal activity that affects rodents or any other population.
The effects of land degradation include the following phenomena: the pollution and clogging of waterways, increased flooding, the loss of arable land, drought and aridity, and soil quality reduction. Next, please. The efforts and activities done to solve the issues, problems, or concerns include tree planting or reforestation. The trees improve soil fertility by increasing biological nitrogen fixation in the earth, promoting greater water infiltration, and increasing biodiversity. Planting trees would help restore the fertility of diseased or exhausted soils. Second would be symposiums or advocate groups. These greatly help in the dissemination of information regarding certain environmental issues and topics. We should continue advocating to combat land degradation and regenerating our lands and soils for the future generations. Last would be sustainable farming practices or regenerative farming and avoiding monoculture. Avoiding monoculture and doing regenerative farming builds healthy and mineral-rich soils and sequesters carbon from the atmosphere. This method will enable soil organisms to establish a healthy ecosystem, making it beneficial for both the current and future generations. Next, please.
Specific example of land degradation in our locality is found at Barangay Magdungaw, Pasig, Iloilo. It is one of the research and development areas for soil conservation in the Philippines. The various farming practices and cropping systems, agroforestry systems adopted at the site, which is rolling and hilly to control soil erosion, improve soil fertility, and carry out sustainable land use practice are briefly described. These are alley cropping with leguminous shrubs along contour lines and furrow contour farming. Next.
As a summary, if current trends continue with land degradation, 95% of the Earth's land areas could become degraded within the next 30 years. And yet, the opportunities are huge. Current efforts are underway to restore 2 billion hectares of degraded land globally and could deliver a wide range of environmental benefits such as increasing productivity, sequestering carbon, and preserving biodiversity. We all need to work together to combat the impacts of land degradation through reforestation and sustainable farming, among others. All of these actions are important in helping to reduce the amount of land degradation that takes place. If we want to protect the planet we live on, we should all ensure that we take care of our own piece of land as well as supporting wider conservation efforts. That would be all for our report on land degradation. Thank you.